Hi everyone, welcome back to Live Darts. We're here in Leicester for the Paddy Power Champions League and we've got the Flying Scotsman Gary Anderson. Gary, fond memories of the Champions League, looking forward to be back?
Yeah, it's been a quick year, isn't it? Brighton last year, was it Brighton? On to Leicester now, so yeah, looking forward to it. You know, it's getting better each week, so fingers crossed we're a bit better this week.
I'd say Dublin didn't go according to plan, but there were some bits of genius, but Chris played very well to beat you.
Chris did play well, you know, like I say, that's what's been happening in my game. There's some good legs in, and then there's some absolute tripe as well, you know, to be honest. But it's getting there, you know. Once we get 50-50 with the good darts and the bad darts, I'll be quite happy. But I think the bad darts is kind of taking pole position now. But we're working on it, we're getting there.
Defending champion, is your game good enough to defend your title right now, or is it going to be a struggle, do you think?
Not even close. Not even close. I mean, I think I've kind of said, right, get this year over and done with. Next year, start from scratch again, and get back on it. You know, it's just I feel like I've missed 3/4 of a year of having time on that off. So it's been a struggle getting back. But it's getting there. You know, I've dropped 3 grams in my darts. Slight change of the design. I'm quite happy with them. They're going all right. It's just the donut that's thrown them. You know. So, but we'll get there.
You sticking with the 21 bulb dart for the Champions League then?
At this moment, yes. I don't know what we'll turn up with tomorrow.
You're doing a PRI on us?
I don't know. I'm just maybe a hedgehog if there's one kicking about. I might use one of those. But I'm happy with the new darts. You know, it's just I need to get myself sorted out now. Darts are fine.
Tough group, Michael Van Gerwen, James Wade and Michael Smith. Very formidable, and 2 games in there that will excite the crowd is obviously you against Michael because your relationship with him, and the rivalry of MVG continues.
I'll kind of play well against MVG, you know, so I need to do it for the start one, you know. Both sides of the group are hard, you know. Nowadays, like I say, any one of the players can walk away with the title, so it's going to be a hard tournament no matter what. Michael
said he's missed the rivalry with you and he's not been pushed because you haven't been around for the first half of the year, so that must be a big confidence as well.
Yeah, I just need to find old Gary. You know, once we find old Gary, and that will be all right. So it's I do like playing Michael. I've always said I like playing Michael because you go up there and we just play. You know, and that's to me that's how the game should be played. So hopefully I can get myself sorted out and push him a bit further.
Big question as well from social media was why you skipped the midweek Pro Tours. Did you just give up on qualify for Minehead because you weren't that far away?
I wasn't far away, but I wasn't feeling too clever. I had a slight appointment with the toilet for the last few days, so I mean it's one of these things. I mean, even to probably get what I needed to get in, the way my game is now, it wasn't looking good anyway. So, you know, but like I say, next year, fresh start. Looking forward to it.
With that attitude, is that sort of like anything you get for the rest of the year is just a bonus in terms of ranking money and titles?
I think so. You know, I'm keep pushing, but it's just I'm getting myself back on stage again. I mean, it was a stage I was nervous on stage, and I went through the time I was playing well, wasn't it? But I get nervous again, so it's like starting again from scratch. But yeah, this year's kind of been a washout. So next year, new year.
Grand Slam coming up as well, returning to Wolverhampton. We all know as well, document is your favourite tournament. Are you looking forward to trying to compete there? I'm looking forward
to it, but I'm going to have to try sell my soul and everything because I love Wolverhampton, you know, and to get as far as in that tournament as possible this year, you know, it would mean a lot to me. So I've not got long to get myself sorted out, so we'll have to put in some extra work.
Makuru and Lisa Ashton picked as well this year. Does that enhance the game, do we think?
Yeah, it's good. You know, it gives the people different faces. You know, because some want about the same old faces, blah blah blah. But unfortunately, it's the same old faces that are playing the best darts. You know, so to get the new faces in, it'll be interesting. Hope they're on Magritte.
Busy time for yourself coming up as well. Obviously, TV tournaments every weekend. Is that just the practice you need to try and rekindle that love for the sport as well?
I think so. You know, and up before the Worlds, I think I'll be working for the 10 nights, so that'll be good practice as well. So towards the end of building up for the Worlds, there's a lot of darts, so hopefully I can sort some of my issues out with my darts.
It's well documented you don't like to practice as in when you're home on your own, it doesn't float your boat. So is this just what you need, exhibitions and good match practice?
Well, that's it. I mean, before, like you say, when you play, if you've done Premier League, done the Europeans, you don't need to practice because you're constantly playing darts anyway, you know, so it's having the time off and you're like, I'll have a look at the board tomorrow. You know, it kind of what ends up getting into kind of routine, you know. But when you're playing competitions all the time, you're constantly playing. So your practice, you don't need to, because you're in the practice rooms getting ready for a match. So that's your practice. But when you've got a few weeks off, it kind of slips away from you.
You teased the darting public as well a few weeks ago by commenting that the potential of a European tour comeback, and that's got tongues wagging again. Is that still the case? You still looking at maybe doing some next year?
I do, you never know.
Premier League as well. Missed out this year because of your back. Would you like to come back and play the Premier League again next year, or did missing it actually not that much?
Well, I couldn't have done it last year. That would have crippled me. Yeah, there was no way I'd have lasted even the 9 weeks. At the same time, did I miss it? Well, no, because I was at home, you know, spending time with family and that. So, you know, bit and bobs. But yeah, we'll see. If I'm playing well enough and I get picked, I'll be in it. If I'm not playing well enough, I won't get picked. So, there's your answer.
Gary, absolute pleasure talking to you in Leicester as always, mate. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Philip.
Waggers in a few hours.
Oh yes. Diet noodles for me.